Okay, it's on.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Uh, I don't think it will work. Hi, everybody. This is Damian and Mary. We are in Sri Lanka at the moment. We slept like 4 hours because we climbed the Adams Peak yesterday or today in the morning. I'm not sure how to say that. And we will still try to do a podcast.
Yes, sorry we didn't post here anything lately, but yeah, we were organizing this trip and we had some, well, live stuff, so we were kind of busy. And now, since we are on vacations, we decided to use some of the free time we have right now to discuss some movies again. Sorry for the quality. Of course, we didn't bring the, the microphone to Sri Lanka, so we will record it just on the telephone. It's very probable you will hear the sounds of the, well, Sri Lanka in the background.
Nature.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
nature, because we are in one of those eco hotels. So yeah,
So it's a lot of insects and monkeys and nature all around.
yeah, and those monkeys.
But I don't think we're here to talk about Sri Lanka. We are here to talk about a movie that I know the title only in French. So I think you are the one who knows the title in
Yeah,
English.
the English title is He Even Has Your Eyes. It's available on Netflix. It's a movie from 2016. It's a French movie. Uh, well, Mari, you can illuminate us. What's the original title in French?
Actually, I'm so tired, I forgot. I think it's like Il a même tes yeux. Il a presque tes yeux.
Well, I wouldn't know, but I don't know. We can check it out later. We will definitely put the original title in the description as well. So yeah, we took some time during the vacations to watch some movies as well, and one of them was He Even Has Your Eyes, and it's a French comedy. By the way, I have to say that I really like those French comedies. They are really nice. You guys have like a, I don't know, nice humor.
Yeah, I like them too, but I'm French, so
Yeah, no, I'm still like discovering those French movies. By the way, I can learn a bit French as well by watching them. So it's a nice cultural experience. Like me, I'm kind of ignorant when it comes to French culture, French humor, and stuff like that. So it's always a nice cultural experience to watch movies from other countries, especially that, well, let's be honest, European cinema is just top. Like it's just so good.
and I think that what you said is actually like this movie really shows well French culture as well as French humor. It's like it really shows French culture but with a touch of humor.
Yeah, it was funny. It was really funny, and it's not like a toilet humor or just
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood kind of mainstream humor. It's just nice.
It's reflected.
Yeah, and yeah, it makes you like reflect on some topics.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we are talking about how movie is funny and all, but we didn't mention what the movie is about. So, in short, the movie is about a black couple
Mm-hmm.
that they decided to adopt a white baby,
It's not
a baby
especially
boy.
they did not decide for the white baby. It's just that they want to adopt,
Yeah,
and
they
they
just yeah,
put in their file that they just want
like
they don't have any preferences
yeah, they
in
don't care like about the
in term of
sex or
ethnicity or
yeah,
sex. Yeah,
ethnicity. Just any kind of child would be a blessing for them. Like
exactly. And then comes the day where a baby, um well, the baby was born. He's now 4 months and he can be adopted, and it turns out that the baby is white.
Yeah,
That's
blonde baby boy, white
yeah, blonde
baby.
white baby boy for a black family from Congo, if I remember correctly. He's from the
Um,
Caribbean.
he's from Martinique,
Yeah, he's from Martinique. He's from the Caribbean.
and she was from Africa, but I don't remember if it was Senegal or Congo or which of those countries. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
But and then it's a whole situation about how, I mean, at the beginning they just feel blessed and happy.
Yeah, they are super happy. They are like they fall in love in these kids since the first sight. They
Mm-hmm.
just happy to become parents, and they like invest all their energy and time and love in this new family situation. So
Mm-hmm.
they just they really try their best to be the best parents they can because they are
Mm-hmm.
so happy. They are, as you said, they feel blessed.
But they don't
Yeah.
realize the that society is just not ready for it, because it's actually showing how well white people adopt children of colors, but from any ethnicity, to be fair. Like white people, it's like it's accepted that white people would adopt as Asian kids, black kids, African, Caribbean kids, and like just kids from any colors all around the world. But we don't really see black people adopting white kids, especially in France. That's something that's I don't even know if it happened actually. I would have to search.
It's something that shocked me when I was watching this movie because I thought it's something like totally normal in France, like in general in those Western countries like United States, France, etc. I thought it's just totally, I don't know, common. Like, I don't know, I didn't even consider it anything unusual. And in this movie, there are a lot of course, situations like funny situations, funny moments, like gags where a lot of people on the street they are just assuming that the black lady, she's just a babysitter of the kid, and a lot of people don't, they just don't want to believe her that it's her child,
Mm-hmm.
it's her son. And to be honest, it shocked me a lot. Like, I was really surprised it works like that in France.
Of course. I mean, I don't know for the US. I have no idea for the US, but for France, it's even my personal experience. I remember being with my dad's my son's dad and his assistant, which was white. We were at the airport with my son as well, and she needed to go to him because I don't know, he was playing with something and it belonged to her, so she needed to like just jump some places in the queue, and I was there as well, and people were like, oh, let's just the mom go with the kids, and I'm like, no, I'm the mom. Like these are situations that happen. It's not it's These are really situations that have happened even to me, so it's like it's France is a really racist society.
Yeah, it kind of shocked me, to be honest. It really did. And of course, it made me reflect on the topic. Like, really, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just it was shocking. Like, I don't understand it, to be honest. Like, what can be the problem for people? Why people tend to assume things like that? Why people would be like surprised? Because of course, in the movie, a lot of people are surprised. Even friends of this couple are surprised that they adopted a white kid. Not even mentioning that the mother of the kid is coming from this. Well, of course, it's a satire and it's super stereotypical portrayal of African family in France. But of course, the way they portrayed it is was that at the beginning, the family is of course not accepting the child because they were hoping that their grandson would be, well, black, and that he would follow with all those African traditions, and they would teach him the culture and then all of their customs. And
Mm-hmm.
and they are disappointed to see that the kid is white, and suddenly they don't want to get involved at first with their grandson. The grandpa basically is not accepting anymore his grandson, which is sad. It was, well, a sad part of the movie. And yeah, but I was surprised that it's such a big deal for people and that people tend to, I don't know, like, assume things.
But I mean, like, let's face it, how would Poles react if two black people were to adopt a Pole kid?
And I don't know, it's just like, I mean, if two black people want to adopt a child in Poland, statistically speaking, it's of course it will probably be white. But I don't know. Well, I mean, a lot of people maybe would react, weird, but I really don't see a problem, to be honest. Like, I know what you mean, but still, I was really surprised. At first, I thought that, I don't know, this comedy is just very exaggerated, but then you kind of explained me that it's not that exaggerated actually, and that
Mm-mm.
this is kind of a problem
Mm-hmm.
in the society.
Of course. Of course, it's the society. Like, well, France has a big history of racism, colonialist and racism, and it's like, even though people, and I think it's very interesting because it's France is an old country, and I think a lot of people do not realize how the old tradition has an impact on today's society, but not even just in terms of racist. I mean, in terms of the place of women in society, what women can do, how they can do it, how what kids should do, how they should do it, sexuality, everything is always impacted by really old history. And I think we don't realize because we just take it for granted that this is how it is. But we don't look at it as like, but what's the root cause? We never do.
Yeah, yeah. But it was, me, like, being from Poland, it was kind of surprising because I guess we are imagining France like this super progressive, tolerant Western country, like
Come on,
that.
seriously?
That's, yeah, of course, that's what I guess that's how we imagine. I mean, that's at least how I imagined France, and
What
I don't
progressive?
want to, speak for everyone, but I would say that that's the stereotypical way we perceive French society.
France is a politically correct country. That's what we are. It's true that I think what France really has that I really enjoy would be the artistic freedom that we have.
Which is great for cinema as well.
Yeah, which is great for cinema. And I think that's really something, when we went to the theater, you remember? We went,
Mm-hmm.
guys, we went to the theater in Poland to see an adaptation of a French spectacle piece.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Play.
know. Play. Oh, thank you. And uh, being French, I was kind of like seeing the whole potential this has that is not, that is just not exploited
Like
in.
lost in translation.
Yeah, it's like the scenography wasn't there, the costumes weren't there, And but what is interesting is that Polish people are really good at theater. Polish
Mm-hmm.
actors are extremely good, like super super good. But I think that scenography, maybe it's in term of money. Maybe that's the main difference. It's in term of money and statuses that are very different in Poland and France. I remember talking with an actor that was Polish and she immigrated to France, and she was saying that it's, of course it is very different. She has a real status in France. She's considered like she has a really work status in France, and it's very different. We are totally not talking about the movie anymore.
Yeah.
But what I really like is the artistic freedom we have in France, and that would be a very big difference with Poland, because that's what's close to me. And the big, how we consider culture being super important. I think that's something we really have in common in France. But for the rest, it's a very old society. Like, come on, we had fax. I was working for a French company in 2016. They were still sending fax to each other. Like, and I remember the first time the lady was like, "Oh, can you send me a fax?" Of course I cannot. Nobody does that. I can send you an email. She was like, "No, I really need a fax." It's a very old society.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, as I said at the beginning, like, even from this perspective, it's an interesting cultural experience. Like, watch movies from another country because they always give you some insights about the society, the humor, problem, like social problems, and things like that.
Well, the big social problem we have in France is our immigration. I mean, without entering in any kind of political content or anything, our immigration politic is terrible. We welcome people to put them in ghetto that they cannot get out. That's not welcoming people. It's just politically correct. We don't say no because we don't want to take the blame of saying no, we didn't accept these people. But where it's like I'm telling you, oh please, you can feel free and feel invited at my place, and then I give you a bed on the balcony, and it's winter and it's snowing. That's what
Mhm.
France does. So of course it's terrible. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe new generation would be different. My generation would be different. Like we would feel French, but how many people I know who are black or who are Arabic and would not put a photo on their CV because they know that wouldn't help them.
Hmm.
And
That's interesting. I read in United States you actually shouldn't put the photo in the CV and not even put your gender and not even full first name to not like indicate what's the gender. So the CV should only say your competences, age, and well, surname for formal purposes.
yeah, and that's good actually because that's what I wanted to say. Like in France, it's like you don't put your photo, but it's if you are lucky enough to have a name that can look white. That's basically this. I mean, if you have a name that like 100% you're not white, you can put your photo or not. People will know.
I guess we went a bit far with the
We totally
off
went far
topic,
off topic, but
but
we are tired. No, really, we walked for 6 hours, and I
yeah,
still feel it in my
we
legs.
did 36,000 steps today. By the way, anyway, the movie is very interesting. I think the way we described it may sound a bit comedy drama, but it's not. It's really funny. It has a very positive vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice movie. It's really interesting movie. It's very well played movie.
It's a light movie that talks about very important things.
Yes, light movie, serious topics, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of things to reflect on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, it's an interesting movie. It's not the only French movie about those topics. There are more, and they are well funny as well. Actually, there are a lot of comedies based on those. About racism,
Mm-hmm.
or let's say hidden racism in France.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the movie is really cool. So I would really recommend it, and it's available on Netflix. So
Yeah, actually, if we had to make a list of good Netflix movie, this would be in.
yeah, it would be
Yeah.
it's and well me, I don't know. For me, it has like become a problem in recent years to find a good comedy.
Yeah.
Like recently, seriously, it's so rare for me to find a nice comedy where I can laugh and all. Those mainstream American movies, they don't really make me laugh. Usually,
Mm-hmm.
it's a toilet humor. It's just stupid in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just I don't know. It's just I usually regret watching those movies. But here it's really funny, and as Mary said, it's light, but the topic is serious.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely, yeah, we're definitely recommending this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it would be a cool idea to do some list like 10 or 20 movies that are good, and you can find them on Netflix.
20 on Netflix?
Oh,
That's a lot of movies.
yes, but why not? I mean, come on. I know that the content on Netflix can be a bit average because frequently those are more like products than movies. But come on, the libraries, there is like thousands of movies, so
Okay, that's
there
true.
must there must be like 20 good movies there.
Okay,
Like
that's true.
even if you already watched all of them, and most of them would be like super classics and cult movies, like I don't know, for example, Godfather or whatever, we will
Yeah, it's
probably
still good.
still find them.
Yeah.
So let us know, guys, maybe if you would like to listen to a podcast like that about 20 good movies you can find on Netflix. Also, tell us if you are interested in European cinema, because we like European cinema. We believe it's
Mm-hmm.
European cinema is very good. Not only French, also Spanish cinema. Polish cinema sometimes can be really nice and
Italian
good.
cinema as well is
Italian
nice.
cinema, English cinema,
Romanian
Irish,
cinema is
yeah,
good as well. European
yeah,
cinema in general
European
is
cinema.
just good. German cinema. Yeah, just European cinema is really good.
It's good, and yeah, we will definitely try to discuss more about European cinema. It's not like we will focus only on this area, but yeah, I think we will just try to, I don't know, to make our content more diverse, I would say, when it comes to genres and movies and countries and yeah, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I have anything more to add here.
I think I'm way too tired to ask to. I mean, I don't think I can be very. Yeah, I cannot even find the word. I don't think I can be. I don't think I can say what I cannot be articulate at the moment. But I do recommend the movie. I do recommend, if you enjoy watching movies like that, please watch it in French with English subtitles or subtitles in your language. And yeah, I think it's a really good movie to watch and just not to have a good nice evening. So I totally do recommend. And I recommend Sri Lanka if By the way, you guys are looking for a nice destination, it is really nice.
Yes. So, thanks for listening
Yeah.
and see you soon.
See you. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a good day or a good evening. Bye bye.